Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Zelda Speedruns, where today we've got for you all some OOT Season 6 Winners Bracket Round 1 One-Shot versus Kiro. Joining me on commentary today, we got August 40th, and we got Zeno. How are you two doing?
Yo, what's up, what's up, what's up?
Good. How's everybody doing? Welcome back to another round of Winners Bracket Round 1.
Yeah, we got good matchup here. Two very well-seasoned runners. These guys have been around for a long time. We got Kirox representing France. We got Oneshot representing America. Full disclosure, I am very good friends with Oneshot. I'll try not to be biased, but this is looking to be a good one. These guys, I've seen both of these guys race over multiple years, and I'd say they're pretty even matched.
Absolutely, positively. They've made it to the Winners Bracket several times, and we're definitely in for a good one.
Yeah,
Starting off with the Fire Medallion, starting off with the Minuet of the Forest.
yeah.
So nice, easy way immediately to get over to Saria or Sheik. Take your pick. Might see that before or after Lon Lon Ranch. Just gonna have to sit back and relax and enjoy the show. We're about
Yeah.
2 minutes away from go time.
Yeah. So because there's no master sword on the start screen, it means we have a child start, which depending on our spawn, I think the immediate play would honestly be going straight into Minuet and getting the song, getting the hints and getting Minos out of the way. Um Again, if we're in a situation where it's easy to get to Lon Lon as well, you might want to take care of that first, but getting that song um right out of the gate, especially when it's such a hard thing to route route in when you don't have it, is probably a good idea. Rushing Lake, I like it. But we still got 2 minutes on here. Do we have the head to head up?
Yeah, that is a link that is in the Discord. Alrighty, it does look like Kirox is the heavy favorite.
Keep in mind time zones that these guys don't face that often due to time zones, so it may not be a entire indicator of Kirox being the heavy favorite with that small sample size, but it is
Yep.
5-1 in Kirox's favor.
But total races, Kirox a bit of an advantage in a little over 300 at 307. One shot over here at 258, so not slouching over there. Best time ever is where one shot has the advantage at 154 over Kirox's 201. And the average time over the last 10 races, also a 254 is uh is one shots overall, and GS Kirox is 301.
Yeah, average time is a real good indicator of things. Although, over last 10, there can be variance there, but it gives you a good idea of where their average clear speed is at, and they both seem, with the variance within a Zooter seed, to be pretty evenly matched. So this is gonna be a tense one. I feel like this is gonna come down to the wire.
Yeah, that's the kind of race I look forward to each and every time.
20
And then
seconds. Where are we
sometimes
gonna?
Roundabout obliges, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, so we got about 10 seconds left, a little over. Where do you think we're gonna be spawning?
Uh, isn't it vanilla? No, it's in the market.
Uh,
That's where
no,
it's
no,
been the
no.
last two races I've watched.
It's well, yeah, we're
Hey,
definitely
it's
we're definitely getting
vanilla-ish.
yeah, we're definitely getting the Zarya song right out of the way. We'll probably also take care of Lost Woods while we're here. And two big chests and
Yep.
maps.
I can't see over the first one.
That generally means it's small. But a prescription and a strength.
On strength, and doesn't look like bomb shoes.
Nah, it
$5.
was money and some other variant of dead.
Money, 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 money.
Seems with this opener, you're gonna have a pretty standard start. They're gonna be synced up for a while now. I imagine they're gonna minuet out of this and get the song, and then into Lon Lon and into adult. We'll see if they get anything that lets them continue their child, but the strength is definitely pushing them to adult.
Yeah, I imagine you are correct. We have Sun Song here in the meadow.
Yeah, good for time of day routing. Graveyard Path to Morpha. Graveyard's an interesting one because there's such high variance in what the requirements are for each check. You've got a lot of Sphere Zeros, but you've also got things where you've got the weird logic of the crate and ZL lock songs. 30's dead. I highly doubt they do Dampe Digging. And was that Ice Cavern? Early Suns does help.
I'm buffering on my end, unfortunately.
Oh. See, oh, it's Iron
Reload
Bridge
things
dead.
here.
Okay, cool. Yep, so they're just farming money for the scrub now, sharing the brain cell. Going for a very identical pathing here. Get another hint. Bigorn's dead, so that prescription's useless. Let's go.
Very good.
First check, useless. Sunsong in SFM also really helps with routing Child Lost Woods. You don't have to walk back as much because you can reset the area and return back to Kokiri. These are in sync Ocarina mini games, just like half a note off. And
Yeah, depending on the synchronization, Kirox may be a second ahead, but one shot playing the Sun Song. We've got our first divergence.
yeah, so like I said, one shot using the strat to save a little bit of time walking back here. Graveyard is also path to Goma.
It's those kinds of heads up plays that you're gonna need to make to get to the podium.
So that hook is really interesting. It means that we don't have our first hook just on just French vanilla on Dompe. So it may we may have a very early long shot here, which can take us to the desert in a very early fashion because three of the checks within Graveyard are Sphere Zero and could just have another hook shot. Looks like they're both going to be headed to Lon Lon here, get their other song, and I imagine go adult after this. Also, banger on One Shot's custom music right here. Child's Spawn was just in Kokiri, in the shop, I believe. Oh, is this where they get synced up? The fact that Kirox has 10 rupees for Talon, and One Shot has to go up here? and then they're going to be back in sync. I think Kirox takes the lead by having 5 extra rupees, just ever so slightly. See if they can grab the chickens. Alright, that's good. Alright, Kirox is done. See what we get in here. So that early hook shot, especially with Minuet being our starting song, opens up for us tremendously early. But without Song of Time or a bow, we can't get in the courtyard just yet. We can use that strength to recoil in there, recoil to the Floor Master, but that would not be in logic. And we get Prelude on Malin, so yeah, that makes getting back to market so much easier with our spawn. This seed has been really nice with the early warp songs. Like there's a big convenience in our first 3 songs here, but not a lot that that does anything for us a lot right now. Just a lot of convenience in routing. All right, that's a Baron Lon. You're obviously gonna do it, but the Kirox going for the skull here? This is something you don't see very often. Pushing skulls
you're right.
pushing skulls this early, especially like this Lon skull, because it you never see this routed in. Are we gonna see a Valley Lake here? Because he's not preluding out. Oh, hints.
Yeah, I can't imagine any other direction besides Gerudo Valley if you just picked up Prelude.
Yeah, I saw 40. I saw 40 dead in something. I missed like the Temple of Time. It's entirely because of this play from Kirox.
Well, he is going south.
He may be putting a Precipice on Dampe just to get it out of the way with a double graveyard path. Because you can just
right.
walk.
Yeah, that'd be a good call.
I wouldn't have personally done it, but Magic in Goron City left. That's huge.
I mean, so what checks you have? You have Free Shield Grave, you have Dampe, and we have Sun Song.
Yeah, we can full clear most of it beyond the song, but there is like there's the race as adult, and you can do everything else as adult that you can as child besides Dompe digging. So I think it's just faster to clear this as adult, but it looks like they're both going for it. It may be there's likely a K sword here, so I can just get this done in my child 1 rather than screwing around an adult and having to do an age change, which is perfectly valid.
I don't know. It's just as likely that it could be a slingshot. There's no guarantee, right? That Path to Goma is the Kokiri sword?
It's
Basement
more
one skip is not in logic.
Yeah, it's exponentially more likely though, because the likelihood of like the other 2 slingshots being directly slingshot locked is very rare. It can happen. I saw it in I had it in the seat I commentated 2 days ago. We had a path slingshot in well.
That more or less just means that it's Deku tree locked, which would indicate some importance on the medallion that Goma is holding for us.
But we'll see it here. We're going to be getting 3 checks right here, so.
2 of them we can do as an adult. but this one, first one, is the important one. It's a strength
It's
upgrade.
strength 2. Okay, that's 2 Spear 0 strength.
Yeah.
I retract my statement about doing this as adult. And there's... Are we just gonna get a 1-2
Another
punch?
big chest. Yeah, we're gonna
Yeah,
have.
we can get magic now. Oh my god! What?
Yeah, there you go. I guess orphaning off Dampe wouldn't have really hurt
Yeah, it wouldn't have
anybody.
worked. Yeah, I couldn't tell what was in there. Did anyone see that? Anyone see what was in the crate? Yeah, three Spear 0 strength 3. Bloopy? Okay, cool. Kirox opting to do chickens while One-Shot's checking the Sunsong grave.
Did Kirox not do that?
I didn't see Kirox do that. I thought he only got the strength 3. I may have just been looking away at the time.
Yeah, I'm kind of watching a slideshow.
Yeah, okay, Kirox did skip it, that's what I thought. This is something that I've been seeing a lot more in this season than in previous seasons, is adult man on roof and back grotto. And when I say seeing it more, I mean going from seeing it never to actually seeing it. So, it's interesting. I'm not like a huge fan of it, but with the Frogs 2 is dead. With the lesser amount of chickens, because chickens was reduced from 7 to 4, you find yourself pushing Child Cack in a little more frequently because it's less of an egregious check.
I mean, we're here. He wants to do chickens.
You know what the funniest thing about all of this could be? Is that both those paths could be that strength, and then it's just like one item in like OGC. Oh, I love this trick the Kirox is about to do. I don't know how to do it, but you get a good angle, and you're supposed to hit the jump slash and grab the chicken. But you can also nut it, and yep, falls off like that. Be careful not to nut it too much, because they will attack you. That's happened to me in Seeds.
And eventually the crowd control devs will let us attack people with swarms of cuckoos.
It could be for Goron City Maze. And there could also just be a K-Sword on Dompe. Like, it doesn't necessarily have to be both strengths. It could be a situation where both those strengths happen to be in Graveyard, and it could be an either-or path to access the magic.
Or Nocturne is in the graveyard and our Kokiri Sword is buried deep in Shadow Temple.
Yeah, that's also a possibility. Okay, it was River Chest that was dead. That was the one I missed.
First trip here in the market.
Yeah.
Kirox does not have enough money for the slingshot game.
He can grab $20 in the night crate here, and he'll be fine. He just needs to play Samsung again.
Oh, right, crate. You must have played the crate sanity or two.
I'm friends with the main dev. I was a beta tester for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, fancy.
Gotta smelt something.
Yeah, it looks like
Even
shots.
going in for Richard twice. Just $5.
I'm curious. I guess the only thing I could see here, because like going adult is like the player's getting like quick money for a shield. I can't imagine you extend child any further.
Yeah, not much to do as child.
Yeah, it looks like
You
just
could
getting money for a shield.
do big rolling Goron with your strength upgrade, but
That's not great.
that's a long hike. Guess you also see the item on the trail. And more importantly, we want to see our medallion spread. We want to see the layout. What's required, what's not. We do know the Decker tree is one of them.
There's the repeat of the Iron Boots hint, and looks like Kirox is going to be the first one to go adult, or it's going to be close still. I think Kirox is going to be slightly ahead, but they basically had just an almost identical route. Um, and we saw our stones. Shout out to checking the stones.
Yeah.
Looks like it was
I saw
Fire,
Fire
Jabu, and
Temple.
Spirit. Yeah, I saw Fire, Jabu, Spirit.
Fire Spirit Jabu. Yeah.
So those are some pretty meh dungeons. Spirit has a lot of requirements. Jabu can be very trolly with boomerangs and rudos, so it's not terrible. Kirox not even checking the medallions, going straight for the minuet check.
And one shot Spartan off season 7. We've got a custom model here. What in the world is that thing?
That is Chrono from Chrono Trigger, I believe.
You know, Puberty treated one shot kind of rough there.
Immediate forest dip. I like this. He hasn't. Kirox hasn't checked the pedestal, so well, I guess he knows its progression because he checked the stones, but he doesn't know what medallion this is. But it's progression nonetheless. So I like it because if you grab a bow out of here, you can just finish it, and it's prog anyway. Yeah, we only saw one shot check the pedestal. Kirox checked it as child. One shot with the more traditional pathing of getting adult cack out of the way. Oh, we're also seeing shieldless strats from Kirox here. Let's go. We don't always get to see these. Taking care of the Stalfos pretty easily.
Yeah, doing as good a job as anyone can without a shield. Wonder if racers would opt for fieldless runs if they got like, a few minutes deducted off their time or something.
I think it would highly depend on how much time gets deducted. And with Song of Time, we do have courtyard access despite not getting a key in the first two, so we're gonna be seeing some new stuff here. Kirox not even peeking the below water chest, just gonna, I assume, just go for it. Which makes sense. At this stage, they haven't found a whole lot of health or explosives, so they're still going to be opening small chests for a little bit. Most runners' comfort zone is around 5 hearts. If you have to do fire and you don't have a tunic, usually 6.
Yep. Some runners run off a time, first 30 minutes or first 40 minutes.
$53 is still respectable, though. Oh, hey! So, yeah, now we can just do Deku. That is required this season, as it was previous season, to access Deku Tree, and that will probably be our first dungeon medallion.
Yeah, Grandpa pan off.
Looks like with that Strength 3 one-shot's also going to head up and probably get the magic and clear out Goron City. I don't know if you dip Dodongos here. I don't think you do, especially with progression Deku, but getting the magic is definitely a good idea.
Dongos with just strength upgrade. Who knows?
Yeah. With the direct progression that you have in Deku, even with the age change, it's definitely more worth it to just grab the magic and... Ooh! That's important to note. We got a big chest in the DMT wall. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
if
we're
you
gonna
get
have to come
Jews.
back for that. Could get it as child.
Yeah. There is a trick to get that with strength as child, but I highly doubt they're gonna do that.
Yeah, I mean, unless they all of a sudden get a bunch of paths from DMT.
Yeah, it's something
Would be
that's really
kind of
fun.
silly.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, would be kind of silly to rush DMT.
Oh yeah.
There's magic in the maze.
And that. Oh, another Fire Temple is path to Morpha. So we've got 2 path to Morphas. So the double path to Morpha with this layout is very likely means we don't have a path bomb bag. Also, Lens is also in the maze there.
Well, it goes very well with the magic there, then, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a package deal. Yeah, we're also going to be getting a song here because we can access Crater Song with that hook shot.
Yeah, one shot making his way on that Death Mountain crater loop. Making his way downtown, some might say.
The gold rupee on top of the volcano. No need to worry about that. And there's the L. So
Yeah, maybe something to keep in mind, that gold rupee, but yeah, don't have to worry about it.
Yeah. ZL is really good because before we go child, we can immediately get our our OGC fairy, which may very likely have progression.
There's Kirox picking up his butter knife.
Yeah. Yeah. This is interesting to me, this play. One shot choosing to dip stone fire. Obviously it's obviously it's path to Morpha, but right now I'm not sure if you really want to, with progression, do that until you like get either something like explosives, because you can only do these 2 checks here. Especially when you have progression like Deku available.
Well, it could tell him something about the logic for the fire temple. Does it expect you to have hammer at this point? Maybe there's something in here that leads him to hammer.
Yeah. Yeah, it's always a good idea to go to your paths. I just feel it's delayable.
But that chest not having a small key, we're done here.
Yeah.
And yeah. To the forest temple maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna follow in Kirox's footsteps and clear out forest. He's also gonna get 10 skulls out of this, which we're about to see from Kirox right here.
Alright. 10 skulls not paying off, just a heart container. And we're gonna see these runners kind of ping pong. We already saw these checks from Kirox out of one shot and vice versa.
If I were these runners, I would definitely, after you get ZL for Kirox on this side, definitely place a real need to go to OGC. The likelihood with, like, obviously the path to Gome is the Kokiri sword, but with 2 strengths that don't lock each other and 3 spear 0 strength, you've got to think that there's something there. Of course, we still have, a song to get in Graveyard, which we can also now get.
No, I might be looking at that treasure chest minigame.
Yeah, with the early lens and magic, it definitely gets into gets available early, and it's something that is easily forgotten. So I could see them wanting to get that out of the way on their next child segment.
Especially being placed right next to each other like that. It's like the game saying, hey, you need this now. Or like in the algorithm of placing stuff. It's like, oh, you need this now. And it works backwards, so it likely leads to something.
Oh, sorry, OGC is outside Ganon's castle. Yes. If I ever use abbreviations that you don't understand, just people in chat will help you. Except for Drew. Drew's a meanie.
So Kirox here will be picking up his magic and Lens of Truth. So pretty neck and neck, I want to say. It depends if Kirox wants to dip in the Fire Temple.
I think One Shot is slightly ahead, but I don't want to. It's still very close. At this rate,
Yeah.
it's they're really just following each other's footsteps in like just other orders. I like this. I like this from Kirox because he doesn't have anything to really open that up as child, and it will make routing a lot easier if that shortcut is opened up. I don't believe One Shot did that.
Yeah, that's one of those heads-up plays I was talking about. That's a move that gets you closer to the podium. Just got to make more of those than your opponent. It's still round one, so this is double elimination. It sends them down to the losers bracket. It doesn't send them home. Looks like One Shot is going to be showing us the fairy fountain out here with strength 3. As
You can tell us a
Kirox
lot of.
is. Ooh, did One Shot peek this chest? A vanilla
But
boss key? That is good info. Iron boots from strength 3. Uh-oh. Convolution continues.
well, that's our path to Morphin Graveyard. So yeah, both graveyard paths are fully satisfied.
Yeah, and One Shot getting those and taking them straight to the Temple of Time.
Yeah.
They're weighing him down too much. He's bummed out.
Mm.
Get it? Because the iron boots are heavy?
Oh, but got you. Oh, and just
Oh,
like you were
now I get it.
predicting. Yeah. Just like you were predicting, we are getting TCG out of the way early. Everyone get your bets in chat. I will go with one of my traditional bets.
Any straight righties or straight lefties? Now, if he really wants to play the game, he does it without using the lens once. Oh, team right is out. Ooh, team left is out. Is it a sandwich? Is it alternating? Ooh, it's alternating. Ooh, the alternation continues. As Kirox making his way over to those iron boots. Oh, the alternation was ruined on the final shot.
You had one job,
Sucks.
that chest.
$50 for his troubles. Filling up that wallet, topping it off. But not the prize he was looking for. So off over to the Deku Tree. Let us pick up the Spirit Medallion here. Kirox having some trouble with Prelude Light.
Songs are hard.
Was that
It's
OT's
OT
Bolero?
Bolero. Yep, OT Bolero. So no AD. Or all dungeons.
Not required for the song. Never know when some boss arts are gonna play the randomizer game.
Our long shot could be on Volvagia, a very real possibility. And there's our fourth path, which is Cactabongo.
Not for Serenade.
Yeah. And also, we got nothing in CAC so far. So,
Yeah, that's true.
so
Still 20 skulls.
I think that's all that's left, isn't it? Well, that and the redeck,
No,
right?
the
Grotto.
Redead Grotto and the archery game plus the Nocturne Song.
Well, the Nocturne Song is hinted now, so it can't lead to that.
Ah, touche.
Yeah, so
Man, nothing so far from the first 3 chests in the Deku Tree.
still at 36 minutes here. Oh, big chest. I did not see that when he walked in.
A bottle.
A bottle.
Right.
That does nothing for us at the minute. Because new rule change for season 6. We can no longer jump over King Zora to get to ice. We do need to find Rudos. So.
Yeah, but we could get 20 skulls now for sure.
With the hookshot, we've already been able to do that, but it is another way to get them that he can route in this child segment. So that may be something that he's pushing towards. I think with that bongo hint, you push 20 skulls. A 20 skulls first bomb bag is not out of the question. Although it would be more likely that we would get a KD path as well. If that were the case. Oh, this is something we don't get to see that often anymore.
What's that?
B1 skip. Normally, with the introduction of closed Deku, this has become less frequent because bomb bags tend to be early. But here we get to see the tech of old. Sorry, I cut you off there.
That's cool. I was just thinking about what checks we have available to us if there's nothing left in the Deku Tree after Goma. And, it's like King Dodongo, there's Adult Lake and Gerudo Valley, and we can actually get into the Water Temple.
I think the first thing you check is the Graveyard Song. If you get Epona,
oh yeah, that's a good point.
That's pretty huge. GTG is not a bad look right now at all. If you were to get Eponas, no bow, but with Strength 2 being so early, it's not a terrible place to go. And you could also do an Out of Logic crossing and get another song.
I was just heavily thinking about that path that we found to the Iron Boots. But Goma down for one shot as Kirox picking up his bottle here in the Deku Tree.
Oh!
Ooh, there we go.
That's interesting because that's out of logic. We don't care, but it's out of logic.
Looking for one of the 3 slingshots to technically put bombs into logic, but I think one shot is going to take those and start making things go boom.
Yeah, you go straight to adult, take care of DC. That gets you another check-in path Kakariko to get some stuff that may lead to Bongo. You get the big chest in DMT as well. Yeah, a lot of... And then now we have a direction.
But he's not going straight adult. He's gonna do some bowling first. Good man.
One Shot tends to be a very thorough player. Doesn't like to leave a lot of things behind. So I could see, probably bowling and Hyrule Castle Ferry here as well.
That's what it takes to qualify for the top 64.
I didn't see what that was, but he wants it. Oh, it was a bow?
Yeah, the D can sometimes be difficult to see. It is in the name bowling. Chet has a point. Can't spell bowling without bow.
The signs were always there.
I mean, I don't know how you spell bowling in French, but might not apply to Kirox.
I think it's just a straight up like cat loan word. I think it just is bowling. Oh, or not.
Wow. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try it a second time. Going for the Din's Fairy.
Yeah.
Just a pack of bombs. Not as good as the Iron Boots.
Interesting here. Kirox not immediately preluding, going for the skull.
He is prioritizing these skulls.
He's
He's
dangerously
getting the
close to 20.
21st, I imagine. I imagine he's got a 20th in mind.
Yep. And,
Really not difficult when you get Sun Song so early.
No, it helps routing in skulls tremendously.
According to chat, 50 skulls has the light arrows.
When did we miss that?
I don't know. That's what
where was that hint?
Azarian said.
Oh, is that someone memeing? Okay, cool.
Okay, good. Or Kirox just has one of those feelings. It's like, it's been 45 minutes, I haven't found the 50 skull hint. I'm not getting stuck on just 10 skulls when I get that hint.
Yeah, Kirox not going to do market cleanup with that bomb bag is missing out on the bow, so Oneshot's gonna be pulling slightly ahead here in the fact that he can finish for us.
Yeah, good point. Good point. I'll have to see if those other two bows rear their heads. Good news for Kirox is won't be difficult to get back there. Starting with Minuet won't have trouble. But we'll want to grab that eventually.
Ooh, big chest here in Meadow. Oh, Lamau.
Aha!
Cool. So everything I just said, ignore that.
Yeah, that's what happens when there's three of something out there.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
What? What are we getting here? Double D's.
More excavating from Kirox. Might not be too thrilled in jumping into Forest Temple just yet.
He's just trying to save us from double forest, or as much double forest as he can, caring about the restream.
Oh, there's also that big chest in on DMT that we saw. Remember?
Yeah. So yeah, I guess he's gonna go for that and DC first rather than forest. Either's fine.
Yep, yep. I mean, there's no meme about Dodongo's Cavern being a slow and boring dungeon.
No.
Ooh, hover boots.
We're dangerously close to glow mode. We're only missing.
Oh yeah, hey, look at that. We're looking for a hook shot.
Yeah, we're looking for
fire.
we're assuming our long shot is in the path fire. We're only missing Dins, and we have a path to Bongo in oh yeah, I guess we are still missing hammer to get what we need. Although we do have one check that's available that could just be our long shot and we don't need hammer. That is a possibility.
True, yep. So we've spent 3 keys in forest, I think.
Lost
No,
Woods Path to
2
Morpha?
keys.
Oh, cool. That's helpful. Yeah, there has to be. There has to be an in-logic bomb bag available.
It could just mean the slingshots sitting there in Gerudo Valley or child fishing.
Yeah, there's definitely a slingshot available, but there's probably also another bomb bag. Otherwise, it would be more likely to go for a KD hint rather than 3 more hints.
I got you. One shot about halfway into this forest temple.
They do need Nocturne.
Oh yeah, we're missing a song.
Yeah. So we may still need Rudos. If it's an ice.
I mean, we've got Hover's Lens and Magic. We don't have a way to cross the bridge, though. Damn. Where is that long shot? Oh, Kirox bonking.
And still doesn't have a shield, so can't just ground jump up. Has to do the jump again. I got to admire Kirox's commitment to not buying a shield right here. Ooh.
Kirox is the underdog in terms of seeding. There's double magic.
See if one shot gets the gamer shot here. Second try. Kirox still like committing to skulls pretty hard. Gonna probably he's not gonna have 20 after this, but he's gonna have 20 after force for sure. Oh, is that 19? I was looking at his tracker on his stream, so he was gonna be at 20 after this.
Both runners out, pushing and pulling some blocks.
I like that. Vigilant. And the hardest boss in the game, hardest because he's the only boss you can't one cycle, is down.
Dino is down, and Meg is will follow suit shortly.
Not in the tournament, but there has been some on ZSR restreams.
Yeah, unless one hit KO is on, you're very unlikely to be killed. Or I guess you could go in there with like a quarter-hearted health. There he is. He's buying the shield. He's been broken.
He's like,
happy 1 hour.
It's been almost an hour. I'm gonna give up the bit. And also with those 20 skulls, bombs, and bow, we are going to be able to get whatever our path to KD is.
Have we found the burning cat hint?
Sorry, not KD. No, but we know it's not going to be that. It could still like be Nocturne on burning. It could still be like Nocturne on burning cac, but it can it's like OT. It'll be hinted, so it's not path. Oh well. I'm at. Look. I wasn't looking at the meds, but anyway, adult shooting. Oh, okay. That's
a pretty clear hint.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious. Yeah, hammer is bow locked.
And Phantom Ganon is down on one-shot side.
Yeah.
Chalk another medallion up for him.
Yeah. Oh, not picking up Greg.
Well, that is Kakariko Village cleared out.
Yep.
Unfortunately, I'm going to leave one chest here in the path graveyard.
Yeah. Yeah, the hammer's path, probably to just go deeper in fire. Yeah,
One
Valve can
shot's
still have
gonna.
a key. Oh, sorry.
I was just gonna say one shot. Gonna pick up his bow as Kirox gets this graveyard song. And we still
Where
haven't seen anything in the river yet, have we?
we haven't touched river. Oh, and
Saw
there's
the frogs
storms.
2 hint, but other than that, speaking of the river, and one shot just finished Force Temple, so of course Kirox is gonna decide to jump back in.
As they have been doing all seed, they are just trading places at the moment they diverge and going to do what the other did.
They'd probably make a pretty good multi-world team. Or not a multi-world team, co-op team.
I could imagine. One shot's is a very large co-op experience. He got very far in both tourneys with his partner Tiras. Yeah, we do have a bottle, so it can't be that exact scenario, but it could be something equally as stupid. Because Zora Tunic and Fire is still on the table, and there's just like a long shot in Valley. Like that's still a possibility.
Looks like a couple of checks here in the crater. That one shot is not gonna orphan off. Oh wait, no, never mind. He doesn't have the hammer. Just one that he's not gonna orphan off here. I guess hadn't seen the heart container either.
Yeah, I had difficulty peeking that from getting Bolero as well, so I can understand that.
Yep.
This is gonna be a new hint on one shot side. Reminder: we still don't have a 50 hint.
One shot on the spider hunt.
Yep.
Looks like making his way down to Dodongo's cavern before clearing out Kakariko Village.
Oh, 50 is dead, so that's good news.
All right, and hasn't picked up his hover boots either. Good time, 1 hour in, to give a shout out here on ZSR as the runners are just trading places yet again. Today for tracking, we've got Deadly Thunder and Fox clicking the buttons behind the scenes. We've got Snacks here as our restreamer. I'm August 40th here in the commentary booth with Zeno and our racers today, One Shot and GS Kirox. You got a moment, give these folks a follow and some love from your friends here at ZSR. Snacks, no belittling yourself. How dare you? Analyst. I think I should add that to my resume.
Yeah, that's going straight on the CV.
Randomizer race analyst.
Not exactly their resume, but I do know that at least one member of community that put like their racing record on like a dating app.
Oh yeah, I'd brag about that. They do it enough, why not?
It was not me. But yeah, after this, they're gonna be pretty in sync, and I think they both just like the obvious plays had to path fire um with that hammer. So we're gonna be seeing fa not much divergence probably for a little bit. Oh, looks like
Looking really hard for that long shot, looking for that Din's Fire and wherever Nocturne is. We're gonna need to go somewhere that gives us a song. And I guess good news is we know that Nocturne isn't vanilla.
yeah. Hammer is on adult shooting in Kakariko. Path Kakariko.
And with that Song of Storms from the Graveyard, Path Graveyard, we have the entireness of the bottom of the well open.
Yeah. Yeah.
That, I think, will eventually be screaming to these runners, hey, jump inside here.
Yeah, it's definitely our most dense location right now, since we don't have a way to GTG. So I figure, after fire, it probably will be the next play, assuming like they don't get a long shot in fire. If they do, they're obviously going to go water because that unlocks a song at that point. I think all things considered, given the clearing of CAC and like what Kirox has left in Forest, they're going to be pretty synced up into Fire. I think One Shot is slightly ahead, but not something super significant.
Yeah, I'd say it's pretty even Stevens. Right? Wasn't One Shot fighting Meg when Kirox was fighting Dodongo?
Yeah, it was
Right? There was a block party.
Yeah, they were both in this room at the same time. So might even be Kirox ahead, depending. We'll see. This is both interesting and not interesting at the same time, because it's interesting in the sense that they are so close, but it's not interesting in the fact that they are literally doing the exact same things, just in different orders.
It's interesting that they're doing it in about the same times.
Yeah. I said going into this, I think they're pretty evenly matched on skill, and this is very much showing that.
Yeah. Hover Boots and Hammers didn't really give Kirox any advantage in Forest Temple. There was nothing in Forest Temple to do any advantage for One Shot. All right. That is the light arrow cutscene open up for One Shot.
Let's see how this PG fight goes for Kirox.
Yeah, they are neck and neck. They were both holding the bow like this when they were in the other shoes too. Synchronization continues. Hammer for One Shot.
Nice PG kill for Kirox.
Yeah, very nice slashing there. So I haven't seen anything in the river. I haven't seen anything in Hyrule Field. I might be tempted in Kirox's position to take his iron boots down the river. Maybe into some South Hyrule field. Oh wait, but no Scarecrow. We never set that up, did we?
Yeah.
Shucks.
Oh, this is a big chest.
Ooh, it is.
We have not seen this. Oh,
Our
cool.
graveyard path continues to another bomb bag.
That bomb bag's in Logic as well. So we're back in Logic with that
Good
bomb
call.
bag.
So Kirox is not going into the river, going into Goron City instead.
Oh yeah, there's definitely a slingshot available, but now we know for certain that there are other bomb bags available. Yeah, Fire Temple is path to Morpha. And Hammer is path to Bongo, so this makes absolute sense.
Man, these guys are neck and neck. Keep saying it, but
Yeah,
keep striking me.
Yeah, Kirox is probably like minute ahead, 30 seconds to a minute ahead in entering fire. I'll try to keep a look on when he enters fire versus one shot entering. Kirox entering fire 1:13:10.
Yeah, I'm not sure if one shot. Yeah, I think he did do the other fairy. So if he does the creator fairy, they'll essentially be a check behind each other. Kirox also knows it's a vanilla boss key. I don't think one shot peeked that chest on his first trip inside.
Generally, it's not worth it because by the time you get there, you're gonna do the other chest anyway.
Oh,
not going
one
fire.
shot,
Oh,
not going in fire. Yes, no, maybe so. What?
I think he's getting a.
That
he's getting
spawn a fairy?
Yeah. If you
Okay.
play ZL, Song of Time, or Epona's in front of a Gossip Stone, it spawns a fairy.
I thought it was Song of Storms.
That spawns a big fairy, which isn't you can't
Bottleable.
you can't bottle it, but it also refills your magic. So different situations call for different fairies.
Gotcha. And so it looks like Volvagia has a key. We're gonna be picking. I guess we don't have to pick up the emerald, but we're likely gonna see that emerald. For anyone confused as to why I said that, because GS Kirox needs 2 small keys to continue in the Fire Temple. He's already been here. And there are exactly 2 checks left for him to check. The boss and the bombable wall in the big lava room. And here is our fire dragon. For anyone who's watching ZSR and still doesn't know what's going on in this fight, there are precisely 2 hitboxes, 2 actors for the dragon. One that's playing whack-a-mole that he just whacked with the hammer, and the other is buried slightly underneath the hole that the dragon just flew into that Kirox is bombing. I think it's 7 bombs plus the Master Sword, and Volvagia is down.
It's looking like a perfect fight. Real good from Kirox.
Very nice. Now, Blank, you might miss it. It's over as quick as that. Skipping the entire phase where it flies around and knocks rocks down on top of you. And one shot is precisely a boss fight behind him. A very well executed boss fight with just a sliver of time left on this timer, too. And all that just so we can go deeper into the Fire Temple, which
just so we can go back
is
in.
on the path to Morpha.
Neither runner has gone to Lake at all, so neither of them have Scarecrow, which is a little worrying. There's very low likelihood that Pierre is required, but it is still, a possibility that our long shot's on Pierre and we need to make a late trip after this.
It's a nail biter. Luckily, we do have Serenade. We do have Prelude. Really, really quick to do that. As quick as any seed can be.
Yeah.
And one shot could, opt to not step in the blue warp, right? Can you? Or no, you can't go back through the boss door, can you? That sucks. Could save warp. I don't know which one's faster.
Oh, that is fair. Yeah. So, no long shot on Pierre.
Can you Casper's Wind, like, at the top of Fire Temple, and then warp from the boss room back up there?
You can't use Feroz Wind in boss rooms.
Alright. That's what I thought. That might be going in the dev suggestion channel after this race.
There's, like, code reasons why it's not a thing. I forget why.
Damn.
Oh, there's a big chest.
Could lead to some very interesting routing choices for runners to make.
And also F for one shot, messing up the cycle. That's a hefty time loss.
Yeah. What happened to his fairy? Did he used his fairy?
He used it, but he was off cycle, so it sort of messed up.
Like both runners stopped opening chests after 5 hearts. The one shot is now precisely 2 boss fights behind. And after all this, it could be exactly like you were saying. It could just be sitting on Pierre, and we have to go back and forth to the lake. And is it true Volvagia isn't part of the fewer tunic requirements?
Yeah, you logically need a whatchamacallit, a Goron
Tunic.
tunic to be Volvagia.
So a red shirt or a wallet somewhere sitting out there for us.
Uh,
Really an interesting twist of logic. Seeing the spoiler log could be interesting.
absolutely.
All right, what's the shortcut got? It's got a long shot.
There we go.
And now we can do the pixel shot. Although I'm not sure why you continue in fire, right?
Uh,
5 keys up to this point.
yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 checks.
He may just want to be thorough.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm
he's
in
never
chat
coming
pointing
back
out
here. He
Dins
doesn't.
is unhinted.
Yeah. He's never coming back here, and he has the keys to, like, you know, finish it out.
Not gonna attempt a pixel shot. Might come back for it. Meanwhile, One Shot has defeated the dragon, has his Kokiri Emerald, and is rolling through that lava like I've not ever seen anyone roll through that lava. Just pedal to the metal, flooring it. Probably not feeling too good after having to fight the dragon twice.
Nothing on highest Goron. And bailing out because I'm pretty sure that's all the checks in fire, I believe. Yep, going straight to water.
There's Pierre in the hammer chest.
I meant like all the checks. I think the rest have to be keys if I was counting correctly.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, so all likelihood, like the path of Morpha and the path to Bongo are one and the same, and we're just gonna get Nocturne off Prelude and go find your Dins. That's Bosky right away. See if he goes any further than that.
I doubt it. Haven't seen any of our side dungeons. Can't get into ice, but we can get into GTG or bottom of the well if that's what we want. And I bet one shot doesn't go much farther in fire after getting the long shot.
Yeah, I don't think he will either.
It's wise of Kirox to do at least this one more check before raising the water level up. Because it would just be a pain in the ass to have to drain it again in, you know, an hour after checking everything else. And we'll have to see what's waiting for us in the Temple of Time. Or
Can't
if
imagine
Nocturne
it's
is
not
gonna
Nocturne.
troll us somewhere else.
Yeah, one shot bailing immediately. So gonna save a little time on Kirox for not doing the rest of fire.
Yeah, kind of mitigating the damage from that second fight.
Yeah.
I don't know, might be sticking with them enough where he doesn't get that second small key. Or is he a compass chest first kind of guy?
Generally, if you're full clearing, you do map first, but some people are really set on compass first. If you're go moding, you go for compass first. Looks like he's compass first, so.
That would be.
Yeah. Also, looks like a really solid Morpha fight here from Kirox. Textbook.
Yeah. Unless you got the big Goron sword, you're not going to do that faster.
Yeah, it could. Oh, is Morpha dying cutscene is so long. Oh, hey, a bottle. Wait, is that Rudo's? Oh my
That is
god!
Rudo's letter. Now we have all the remaining
Yeah,
song
yeah, we
checks
have everything. Yeah,
available to us.
we're good. We can get Nocturne. No matter where it is, we can get Nocturne.
Yeah, some of the song locations are going to be more preferable to the runners than others.
Yeah.
And if it's
Yeah,
not in the
no matter
Temple of Time, that's such a shitty choice. Do I age change twice, turning in Rudo's letter to go to Ice Cavern, or do I go across the wasteland?
Yeah. The best scenario is you go to Temple of Time, it's either Nocturne, or if not, it's Requiem, and then
Yep.
you're able to get everything done, and then you can just do Ice. But we also get Lax. I think one shot already got
And
that
we
done.
know Bolero is our song of time.
Oh,
There's Requiem. Okay.
there's Requiem. All right.
Got one thing to do with that. All right, we're at what, a 33% chance? It's maybe a little differently, knowing Nocturne can't be vanilla. But what is it? It's Nocturne.
There it is.
All right, so now we just have to find Din's fire
Yeah, and
and
we
the
can-
light arrows.
Yeah.
Thanks, game.
What?
We have the magic.
One shot continuing in water here.
Yeah, that compass chest giving him an extra key.
Oh, he messed up getting BK. Oh. Oh, he missed it. Oh, I was paying attention to Kirox.
Ah,
Yeah, this makes sense
damn.
then. You gotta commit to this then.
Meanwhile, Kirox deciding to search for that Din's fire inside the spirit temple.
Yeah.
Did get
Makes
all
sense.
those
Very
strength
dense.
upgrades. I think that was our fourth small key we've seen in Water Temple.
Yes, it was. Oh, we can continue in spirit, so that's good. We are not child locked.
Yep. That's a lot more checks open. Boss key and a save warp. Back to start.
Ooh, here we go.
Yeah, not even gonna push the
Yeah,
mirror a
not even
second
pushing
time.
it all the way. Okay,
Aw.
okay, cool. It's okay. That's gonna save him 30 minutes. Oh,
Oh, jeez.
this time for real.
Silver scale.
That really doesn't do anything.
Oh, well, we haven't been to the lake. Don't
Yeah,
say
we have
that.
not touched Lake, so
Maybe the fire is defying physics underneath the water.
right. Putting that BGS immediately to work.
Yeah, don't blame them. Don't like the dinosaurs slightly more than Stalfos.
I'm thinking child climb. See if this morph fight goes well for a shot. There we go.
Whoops.
Ooh, yeah, this rune can be a little tricky if you don't have fire to take care of the Anubis quickly. But looks like he was just a misequip of hovers there.
They don't call them banana boots for nothing. I can try it, no problem. Key number 3 and the
then
boss key. Oh, did Kirox shoot the sun?
Yeah, it was dead.
Okay.
Oh,
Did
there's a
not
big
note
discover
that.
knowledge chest.
There is. Survey says it's a battle. We're looking for fire, not water, please. I'm not gonna stick around. Going for the fairy fountain. Maybe gonna reverse over to GTG. Ooh, meanwhile, one shot going child. This is spicy.
Yeah, it looks like he's taking the well over or
No, child
wants to do,
spirit.
wants to do child spirit first. Only thing is he can't do child spirit.
Didn't you reach that with the bomb? A well placed,
you,
timed.
you need a chew. You need a chew, and I don't believe he has any.
Dang. Ducks. Ooh, Peaky McPeaker.
This is a This is how you do this as child, because supposedly the adult peak where you just stand on the edge of the platform right there and look up. Child Link's a little too short for that. I think with getting Nocturne here as child, Shot's gonna go straight to the well.
Yep, yeah.
Look for dens.
Yeah. Might not have even been thinking about the 2 checks inside. Kind of risky given that it could have been somewhere else. Top, nothing good. Into the fortress we go. For anyone just joining us, we are looking for Dinspire. Kind of also looking for the light arrows eventually. Eventually, we'll get a hint for them, but Dinspire is the important piece of the puzzle at the moment. Blocking our last dungeon of the Shadow Temple. And kind of like for the first time this entire seed, these runners have taken a major divergence.
Yeah, we're
Just
seeing
Kirox here in the GTG is one shot checking out the well.
And this is what you want to see in this situation, at least as a commentator, as a viewer, is when you're in this quote unquote casino mode, you're looking for your last item. You want to see them going to different places. And both of these are fine plays. Both of them are extremely dense, and I can't fault either runner for either decision.
Nope, absolutely not. They got here for a reason. And they're both getting keys out of their first check inside.
Yeah, we're in the all the paths are filled. Everything's in well, not everything's in logic, but basically everything's in logic, and the checks don't matter. So just do checks. Oh, our first pack of juice. Oh, and a big chest here on right side GTG.
Hey, hey.
And there it is. That's, I think, that might be GG.
Yeah, one shot will certainly need to make a beeline for it. And light arrows need to not be on the way to Bongo.
There's also not a whole lot that the worst place it can be is mirror shield locked. Everything else is pretty much accessible. Oh yeah, it could be also in Jabu. Jabu or mirror shield locked. Oh, is it just gonna be in the first chest in Shadow? Oh,
They are indeed. And that
that's
essentially seals the deal for Kirox right there.
no, that's GG. That's GG.
Yeah.
That is happens. Yeah, Monkajet.
Yeah, looking not quite at sub 2, but
Yeah.
not very much
Not
longer than
it's
a
not gonna be
2-hour
far off.
seed.
Yeah.
So pending an absolute terrible thing like an emergency where like Kirox can't continue. Kirox will be moving on to winners bracket 2, where there will be awaiting the game between Scarlet and Gogeta. Kirox will face the winner of that match, and One Shot will face the loser of that match down in the losers bracket. Kirox making it onto the next stage with no blemishes on his record. One Shot is a loss away after this one from being out of the tournament. So you're going to want to stay tuned to the schedule. Keep an eye out for your favorite runners and their matchups. And of course, if you miss anything, you can always go back and check out the VOD. Perhaps you're even waiting the entire season and you're in the future on
I think we have more matches coming up today even. Yeah.
Yep.
This feels so bad for Shot right here. I can imagine with this play he's like trying to avoid GTG and it's just gonna be there.
I mean, even if he had, made the choice to do GTG, over the well. I think Kirox had a good enough lead. Unfortunately, made the wrong gamble. And that Volvagia fight really did hurt him.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, I respect the well play too. It just didn't work out.
Yep, maybe in another seed, not this one.
Yeah. He's got another shot. He's got one more shot. No pun intended. There is. I don't know if it's linked or not. I don't know the command for it.
I think another match is actually starting at the top of the hour. Colo versus Wapo. Or it looks like that's not being restreamed by ZSR, but it is being streamed in French by Osuna.
Nice. I like the French restreams. Like, even if you don't speak the language, they get very animated and passionate. You can just feel the energy.
Oh, and at the same time, Yo-Yo Canary versus Koari.
Ooh.
Well, that's going to be over on Zoro Disco, also in French.
Yeah,
And then it's an hour after that. An hour, so in 2 hours, J-Bone versus G-Skate is happening here on ZSR.
Nice. Yeah, biggest weekend of the year right here. Round 1 of the main tourney for OoTR content.
And there's RSL that's been waiting on the holidays to wrap up, and a tiebreaker to be asynced. Tons of good Zeter stuff. And I think Blitz is gearing up to get going.
Yeah,
soon.
TSB Season 2 is around the corner.
Starting off 2023 with a bang.
Just, it's not a lot to say here. Oh, look, there's a big chest. What could this even be? Is this gonna be Boomerang?
I haven't seen a single goddamn slingshot.
Yeah. There's one just somewhere. Gotta be. There's also gotta be like, oh, because it doesn't really matter because we know that we had to do fire, but like the long shot is still out of logic. We haven't found a Goron tunic or a wallet.
Yeah. So we know the first wallet or the Goron tunic's not going to be in that chest. And unfortunately, One Shot continuing with the bad gambling decision is going to turn in Rudo's letter after the well turned up nothing. Now, I wonder if One Shot made the decision to go into the well consciously because he said, you know, I bet in this position, Kirox would go to GTG, and he's likely ahead of me because of the Volvagia fight. So I need to do completely, pull a Costanza. Need to do the opposite and go to the well.
I can totally see that. You definitely feel behind after that fire, and
yep.
You should be going for the low density plays that the other guy isn't likely to go to. Is can be in your head the only way you pull it out of your ass.
Yep, makes sense to me. And if the light arrows had been in, here in Domain or in the Ice Cavern, it would be a completely different result, maybe. Maybe not, but we're gonna have to stay tuned. Maybe these runners get paired up later on in the tournament.
Another big
Or next
chest.
tournament.
Oh hey, Zorton.
Wrong shirt.
I mean, anyone can play the seed. And okay, there's a key. We're still missing one key.
Not gonna poke his head into Jabu. Makes sense.
Yeah, there's. I mean, that's a really desperate play if you're feeling that behind going into Jabu like that.
Interesting going into Spirit. I thought he would have gone into Ice Cavern.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, that's interesting as well. If he agrees to an interview, which I'm not entirely sure if he will or not after this, we'll have to ask him what his mindset was after the after fire.
Only thing I could think of is Minuet slightly slower to get into Ice Cavern than Bolero. Said, nah, screw it. I'm gonna go into Spirit. It's the last key
Like
for Kirox.
Jet seats are always interesting because like you block out more time for this than you think you than actually is required. You're like, what do you do with the next like hour? But yeah.
There's always stuff to do.
Oh. Cola with the big brain strats.
One shot is gonna get baited by these two chests here.
Yeah, unfortunate. But this BGS will save him 30 minutes. Just a bongo fight and Dorfin the pig, and we're done. Should be out of here in like 8 minutes, give or take. Really good bongo fight.
Yeah, finishing off another seed with a drum solo.
Dins is on right side GTG.
Yeah, in the maze on the right side. One shot, just about out of checks here in spirit. And what's left Kirox is to climb up the tower, get the useless light arrow hint, and kill the final boss. Don't have to worry about any trials, no tower collapsing. Just spawn the rainbow bridge and climb on up. Handful of enemies standing in Kirox's way. First, the dinosaurs dispatched. Second up, we've got some Selphos who need to be slain. And for the climax of enemies, we finish it off by killing some Knuckles.
This is a hard commit to not doing GTG, apparently.
Yeah, I guess he decided Kirox has either done that and is killing Ganondorf, or he did that, found nothing, and the answer might be in the ice cap. Ganondorf actually doing us a favor here on Kirox's side, getting rid of that annoying bug who's been following us around.
Offering the
As
fish as
is.
tribute.
As is standard, equipping that hammer, storing his jump slash big Goron sword damage. Ooh, that could delay things. Missing the first cycle. Easy peasy 2 cycle. Oh, one shot missing that jump slash. Might have been a little quick, but it sure has been exciting as well. And we're here already. It's just 2 hours into it, ladies and gentlemen. Here's Ganon. There goes our Master Sword. Ganon is a cheap pig. knocking away his opponent's weapon. Very dishonorable.
Dirty fighter, just a real dirty fighter.
Kirox smart enough to store that Master Sword damage inside of his hammer. Just like that, phase 1 is down. Reunited with his Master Sword while the princess still standing helplessly beside. Waiting for our hero to dispatch some more damage. A runner as talented as Kirox, it sure doesn't take long. Phase 2 down, signaling our princess, who lends us her magical abilities. Is she stunning Ganon? Is she imbuing the Master Sword with something or other? Well, whatever it was, she's done. All that's left is for our hero, GS Kirox, to move on into winner's bracket round 2 with a slice and a dice serving us up some bacon. Who's hungry? Get your GGs in the chat.
GG, we'll see if we can get them in here for an interview. I think they're already in the waiting room, so. And here they are, GGs.
Thanks, GG's.
Oh, you're super quiet. I need to turn you up.
Oh,
Alright, but
Bonsoir.
GG.
bonsoir. And thanks. Thanks.
Yeah, GG's, congratulations. Jetseed's gonna jet.
Yeah. So I did the start very like chill. Like I found double graveyard path, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do graveyard in Chaluan. Then maybe I found Kokiri Sword or in Dompe. So I get nothing. So I go adult. I find Kokiri Sword as adult, of course. And then I find a fire pass, so I go to fire and blah blah blah. And then it's 40 minutes, and I still don't have explosive. And then they're just in DQ. You could have done it in 20 minutes. So at that point, I'm like, okay, I should rush DC instead to just do my progression. And then after that, it was just a straight line until Dins.
Yeah.
It was really close.
Yeah, it was really close until it wasn't. You and Oneshot were basically synced more or less for almost the entire seed. You did some dungeons out of order with each other, but you basically entered fire at the exact same time with the exact same stuff.
Wow.
And
yeah, you sorry, go ahead.
No, you go.
I was gonna say you were finishing up with Volvagia as Oneshot was picking up his boss key. Unfortunately, Oneshot took a death to Volvagia and kind of stuck from there. And then after getting Nocturne, decided to make a play for Din's Fire inside the bottom of the well rather than doing Spirit and GTG. So that's where you kind of took off towards the finishing line and then gold place, first place medal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was feeling pretty good after just going just to DC and then doing my path and then forest water, and I was feeling I did pretty alright. So I did the obvious density play. So I just pick up Nocturne, then I'm right next to Spirit, so I do Spirit, and then after Spirit I just go to GTG because I'm adult. I might as well do it right now instead of bottom of the well or ice. Nice Rudo's letter on Morpha, by the way. Just when you found you're looking for Dins, and then suddenly you found, oh, here you go, one more area to open. So literally everything was open at that point.
We had a little chuckle at that Rudo's because like with the Shadow Path, it basically meant that Nocturne could be at literally any of the songs and it would be correct.
Yeah. So that's why I looked for the songs first when I just knew it was Prelude, and then if it wasn't Requiem, I would have done Ice, obviously, because it would have been Nocturne.
Yeah.
But since Nocturne was there, that means that Dins could be absolutely anywhere.
Yeah, with the way the paths worked and like just where everything was, this is sort of like a seed that plays itself until you just have to find Dins.
Mhm.
There was not a lot of decision making for the vast majority of this seed because you basically always had progression or paths to do.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Moving on, you're going to be facing Gogeta or Scarlet by the look of the bracket.
Yeah, I'm super surprised because I've never won in standard tournament. I always lost 2 matches straight away, so that's the first time I win. So I don't really know how to.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks. It's been so long.
Shaking things up for season 7.
Yeah.
Well, good to see you back here in the winners bracket.
Yeah, thanks. I'm cooking some wonderful new trap items for season 7. Don't worry, it's gonna be super fun.
I was wondering what your file name was alluding to. So you're coding some things on the side?
Yeah, everything is on the Discord. If you go to the dev channel, I've put some funny things in there. So.
We'll have to go check that out after this. But GG's, there's not really much to say about this. You played a jet seed correctly, and congrats to you for doing that.
Yeah, thanks. I'm glad I want to say obvious because GTG is always a good answer, but bottom of the well was also a good answer, and
Yeah.
ice was also kind of good, less good than bottom of the well in GTG, but both options were good. So yeah, I'm glad I chose correctly this time, and that's about it.
Yeah. Well, I got nothing more to say. You got anything to say, August?
No, just really impressive. Looking forward to the next match here from both Kirox and Oneshot and the rest of the tournament. You're going to want to make sure you give everyone a follow. We got 2 awesome racers here at Kirox and Oneshot. We're going to be racing in the future. You're going to want to see that. Got on tracking today. We had Deadly Thunder and Fox. Joining me in the commentary booth was Xenu, and it's been a blast. Always glad to be here.
I love this community. Everybody just does my job for me before I have to step in. Yep.
My pleasure.
As August said, huge thank outs to all of our volunteers today. And huge shout outs to our 2 runners, Kiro and Oneshot. On the ZSR front, we do have another S6 race in about 2-ish hours. That will hopefully be restreamed. I think we have volunteers, so make sure to stick around for that. As for a raid target, unfortunately I don't really see anybody on, unless someone else finds someone quick, but...
Yoshi-Kyan is live. I saw her live. Just now got a notification in her Discord.
Yeah, why not? Alright, so we're gonna send you guys over there, but thank you all so much for watching, and we will see you all next time. Goodbye, everyone.